Hey y'all, welcome back to Babeinlibrary. It's your girl Lisa, and today it's time for me to discuss my December TBR. So it is the final month in December, and that means I'm trying to cram as many books as I can into the reading month so that I'm not carrying over too much into 2024. But let's be honest, my TBR is ever growing, and so I just want to see what I can accomplish before the end of the year. Speaking of books that I don't want to carry over, there's 3 series in particular that I want to finish by the end of this month. So the first one is Juliets Cross Stay a Spell series. I just have to read the final one, Grim and Barrett, which is Clara and Henry's romance. So this is a paranormal romance between Clara, who is an aura, and her fated mate, Henry, who is a Grim, and that has necromancy powers. So I really want to see the Savoy sisters end off 2023 on top. And so I'm going to be reading that this month, as well as finishing Farrah Roshan's The Boyfriend Project series. This is the 3rd and final in the trilogy, which is the Hookup Plan. This is, I believe, London's romance. So this is a fake dating enemies to lovers workplace romance where London is going back to her high school reunion and she needs someone to go with, and who better than the person that she's been working with and doesn't see eye to eye with. And so I'm hoping that I love this one. I know that this is the author's favorite in the series. Many people like this one, and so I'm hopeful that this is going to end off the series on top. And then, of course, the book that I have been dying to get my hands on and finish the series of the Salacious Players Cub, and that's going to be Madam. This is an FFM romance where Miss Eden herself is the starring character. This is, I believe, going to be the largest book in the series. I just finished Highest Bidder last month, and so I want to keep the Salacious Players train rolling and finish off with Madame, and hopefully I'm going to love this one. I particularly like the female dominant characters, so Mercy was one solid book for me. I'm hoping that Madame will be as well. And so those are the 3 books that I have for series that I need to complete. Now, one book that I have been hearing about and I put on my 10 before the end is going to be Devon and Chris Plans a Wedding. This is a sapphic romance between 2 characters that are on a reality TV show about wedding and kind of like a, Married at First Sight type of deal. And they're in a fake dating relationship that are trying to appease their parents. And somehow they wind up falling for each other and wondering whether or not they can make it last forever. And so I've heard nothing but amazing things about this one. And I've been trying to read more sapphic romances. So I definitely need to read this one because it is 2 Black characters. So I'm going to be reading Devon and Chris Plan a Wedding. And then it is the 4th and final novellathon for the month. And so it is holiday theme. The group pick that I already have a copy of is Trickshot by Kayla Gross. This is a MMF, I believe, so polyamorous romance where it is mistaken identity. You've got best friends who are together and they bring in a third. So I've been hearing fabulous things about this one. I won this copy from Ricky Reads over on Instagram. It is signed and I'm looking forward to reading Trickshot and seeing what the hype is about. Also during Novellathon, I've got many more books, but one I know I need to finish is That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human. I picked up my physical copy at Steamy Lit Con. I have been seeing nothing but great things about this. I've been looking forward to Dante's relationship, and I believe it is with a character that we already know, and we are hopeful that we're going to love her. And so I know that this is going to get me caught up in the series. I want to make sure I don't put it off any longer because I've been holding on to this physical copy since August, and it is time for me to jump back into Kimberly's fantastic, funny world. I also know since it's the holiday season, this is not a novella, but I do know I want to make sure I read it because I won this copy last year and I've been holding off of it for it until Christmas ran around again. And that's going to be Tangled and Tinsel by Trelina Pucci. This is a polyamorous romance. If you can start to see a theme, this is one of the things that I've been reading and enjoying in 2023. So I figured, why not end out the year on the bang with Trelina herself, who's been keeping it hot and spicy. So gonna read this hopefully before the end of the month, or before Christmas, to be honest. That is pretty much what I have. I know I've got a couple of other books I'm gonna read during Novellathon. I'm gonna have a couple of other books during the holiday season. If I can squeeze in another book, I may just pick up A.E. Valdez's Winter Eve, because I've had that on the top of my brain. I got introduced to winter last year during December, so I just figured, if I can squeeze in one more, let's make it a good one. And A.E. Valdez is definitely going to be a good one. So if you all could do me a favor, leave me a Christmas tree emoji for Tangled and Tinsel. Tell me what book you're looking forward to reading off and finishing in 2023, and what your plans are for 2024. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.